Hello, wanderer. If you're here, then tonight your mind is craving calm. Not noise, not rush, just a soft place to rest, a slow drift into sleep. Lay back. Let your shoulders sink. Feel the weight of your body gently handing itself over to gravity. There's nothing you must do right now. You are allowed to just exist. And while you rest, let me take you somewhere far from Earth, away from deadlines, traffic, messages, and tomorrow's worries. Tonight, we travel into the quiet machinery of the universe, to the places where stars are born. Not bright stars like you see in the sky. Not yet. We must start in complete darkness, because the story of every star begins in a place where light has not yet arrived, in the cold, in the silence, inside enormous clouds of gas and dust drifting through the galaxy like cosmic mist. These clouds are so vast that if you could fly across one at the speed of a jet, you would need thousands of lifetimes to reach the other side. Yet they look empty from afar. Black patches against the Milky Way, swallowing the light behind them. They're called molecular clouds, giant nurseries of hydrogen, helium, dust, and possibility. Inside them, chaos sleeps and dreams wait. Picture it, a place colder than anything you've ever felt, just a few degrees above absolute zero. No sound, because sound needs air to travel. No light, because dust absorbs it like ink. But deep inside this darkness, something subtle begins. A whisper, a slow fold of gravity drawing particles closer, molecule by molecule. Gas gathers, not fast but persistently, like snow collecting in a valley. Nothing dramatic, no explosion, just weight attracting weight. This is how stars start. Not with fire, but with falling. The cloud collapses inward under its own mass, a slow tightening, a swirl forming as gravity pulls material into a spinning disk. At the center of that disk, something begins to warm. Not much at first, but enough that time itself seems to lean forward. You could wait 1,000,000 years and barely notice a change, but the universe is patient. It doesn't rush creation the way humans rush days. Slowly, pressure builds, gas compresses, the core glows faintly like a coal under ash. We call this stage a protostar. Not fully a star, but not nothing, like a heartbeat before birth. If we could stand inside that forming star, which of course would vaporize us instantly, we'd feel atoms squeezed so tightly that they rub, collide, and ignite new heat. Temperatures rise to millions of degrees, hydrogen atoms begin to fuse into helium, and in that moment, almost quietly, a star is born. No fireworks, no noise, just light. Pure, confident, unstoppable light. A new sun exhaling photons into the void. For the first time in its existence, radiation pushes outward against the pull of gravity. A balance forms. Inward collapse and outward light holding each other like two hands pressed together. The star shines. It will shine for millions or billions of years. Its glow stretches across space, illuminating the dust around it like dawn through fog. You are still listening, still breathing slowly. Let your mind soften further like that dust settling around newborn fire. Look at that young star. It flickers blue-white if massive, golden if modest, red if small. Its color is its temperature, its personality. Some stars form alone. Others arrive in clusters, siblings born from the same cloud, dozens, hundreds, sometimes thousands. They light up the darkness together, burning away the shadow that once hid them. And scattered around them in that rotating disk of gas and dust, something else begins, planets forming like pearls in a whirlpool.
grains of dust collide, cling, grow. Pebbles become boulders, boulders become worlds. A solar system takes shape, not carefully, chaotically, but with purpose hidden inside chaos. You can imagine it like a slow dance, particles bumping, merging, scattering. Some are ejected into space forever, some fall inward and disappear.
Others endure, grow heavier, more stable. Eventually, one of these worlds might cool enough to form oceans, might hold an atmosphere, might contain the chemistry for life. Looking at this star, freshly alive, you might wonder, where did the material come from? What existed before this moment? And here is the truth, so gentle you might carry it into sleep. Every star is built from the dust of older stars. Nothing is new. Everything is recycled. Matter is passed down like stories through generations of light. Maybe you felt something similar inside yourself, that your life is made of pieces you inherited from family, from the world, from experiences. Stars are like that too. They are not separate, they are chapters. All across the universe, this cycle repeats endlessly. Clouds collapse, stars ignite, stars die, clouds form again. Creation, destruction, rebirth. Not dramatic, just natural, like breathing. Take a breath with the universe now. In and out. Let your exhale be heavy, grounding. Tonight, while you drift toward sleep, stars are forming in places you will never see. Not once, not ever. Yet they glow just the same. Somewhere, light is beginning its first journey. A journey that might take millions of years before it touches someone's eyes. Maybe no one will ever see it, but it shines. Because shining is what stars do, even without an audience. Maybe there's a lesson hidden there for you. You don't have to be watched to matter. You don't have to be perfect to begin. You don't need permission to glow. Just like a star, you are allowed to take your time, form slowly, collapse inward if you must, gather yourself, and when you are ready, ignite. Not with pressure, not with force, but naturally, when the moment arrives. The universe is patient. You can be too. Stay with that feeling. Warmth at the core, expansion at the surface, a steady light that asks nothing. You are safe here. You are resting. This journey is only beginning. Before this chapter ends, let me leave you with a final soft image. Imagine floating in a nebula, colors like watercolor bleeding into black, purples, blues, reds, golds, but muted, dreamy, slow. Stardust drifts around you like snow, each grain older than Earth itself, older than oceans, older than life. You stretch out your hand, not physically, but with imagination, and dust gathers on your fingertips like glitter. These particles once belonged to a star that lived billions of years ago, maybe many stars, maybe entire worlds. And now here it is, with you, in this moment, as you breathe, as you listen, as you slowly descend toward rest. You could let your thoughts fade the way gas fades into space. No need to hold them, just watch them pass, like dust illuminated briefly, then gone. This is where we pause. Not end, pause, like a star resting between breaths. When you're ready, we'll continue deeper to follow this young star into its long life, its growth, its greatness. If you're still here, Then you've settled into the rhythm, breathing slow, thoughts quieter, like dust after a storm, gently falling back to earth. You may not remember every word I said in the previous chapter. You don't need to. Stories meant for sleep don't require memory, just presence, just the feeling. And now our star has opened its eyes. It burns, not violently, but steadily, a calm flame in the dark. Hydrogen fusing into helium within its core millions of times every second, not with noise, but with certainty. This phase is called the main sequence, and most stars spend almost their entire lives here. Calm, balanced, radiant. Like humans finding their middle years, a time of stability, routine, growth no longer frantic but purposeful. A star is fully itself here. The pressure from fusion pushes outward, gravity pushes inward, two powers equal, locked in eternal handshake. You could look at it forever, and still it would shine. Not for years, not for centuries, but for billions of years. Slowly, patiently, faithfully. Imagine seeing it from the surface of a quiet world orbiting nearby, maybe a world without life, maybe a world just beginning. The sunrise would be soft peach colors, atmospheres glowing with ionized particles, gentle winds stretching across plains of unbroken rock. There are no footsteps here, no buildings, no voices, only light. Let yourself breathe that scene in, the silence, the endless horizon, the warm star hanging in the sky like a lantern at the end of time. You may not realize it, but our own sun is in this stage now, middle-aged, content, burning quietly, not too hot, not too dim, just right for life to exist on Earth. It has been shining for about 4.6 billion years. It will shine for billions more. We live in the gentle era. And somewhere else in the galaxy, trillions of other stars burn too, wildly different from one another. Some enormous, blue-white giants burning through fuel like athletes sprinting, fierce and short-lived. Their beauty intense but brief, like fireworks, like love that cannot last but burns brighter because of it. Others small and dim, red dwarfs, tiny children of the cosmos, burning slowly like a candle protected from wind. They could shine for trillions of years, long after our sun is gone, long after humanity, or whatever replaces it, fades from memory. If you feel small beside such timescales, that's okay. You are small, and still you matter. Just like a single photon leaving a star, it may travel for millions of years through space, past nebulae, planets, dust storms, black holes, until one night it lands softly on the back of your eye, a tiny spark, and for a moment you see. Light is patient. The universe is patient. You can be too. Let's drift closer to our star. Not physically. Imagination is safer than fusion. Picture the roiling surface of plasma boiling like golden honey under violent convection. Gigantic loops of energy arch outward, magnetic fields snapping like silent lightning. Yet from far away, it seems calm as a candle flame. Scale is a magician. If you dropped Earth into the sun, it would vanish without a sound. If you placed 1,000,000 Earths together, they would barely fill the sun's volume. And the sun is small compared to many stars. Red giants can swell larger than Earth's entire orbit. Blue supergiants burn brighter than entire galaxies of dwarfs. We live beside a gentle star, small enough to be kind, still massive enough to shape our existence completely. Every breath you take is sunlight transformed. Every crop that grows, every forest, every organism that crawls or swims or thinks, all powered by a fusion engine 150 million kilometers away. You are sunlight slowed into bone and blood. When you laugh, when you cry, when you rest, the star inside you glows. As time passes in the main sequence, hydrogen in the core grows scarce. Helium ash builds up, heavy and stubborn. The core contracts under gravity. Temperatures rise. Fusion rates increase. The star brightens slowly over billions of years. On Earth, life has adapted through ice ages, extinctions, warm periods, continents colliding, oceans forming and retreating, all while the sun whispered energy onto our fragile world. A star does not hurry. It teaches patience. And maybe tonight that patience can sit with you. Whatever is unresolved in your mind, you don't have to solve it now. Let it rest like helium building quietly in a stellar core. Not pressured, not rushed, held. Now imagine drifting around this star as centuries pass like seconds. Planets orbit like gears. Comets sweep through like slow, white signatures across black canvas. Everything moves, but nothing feels hurried. Time here is slow, so slow your heartbeat would feel like a hummingbird's wings in comparison. We travel further outward now, to worlds that never formed oceans, barren deserts of rock lit faintly by distant warmth, to gas giants swirling with storms larger than Earth itself, bands of color twisting like marbled paint on oil, moons of ice hiding oceans beneath frozen shells. Perhaps life breathes there in darkness, warmed by tidal forces, never knowing starlight, only heat from below. Stars allow these possibilities. They host them like family. Each system is unique, some chaotic, filled with collisions and fire, some calm, worlds dancing in harmony like slow music. Our star, the one we follow, is a middleweight, not dramatic or violent, but steady, safe. The kind of star around which life could wonder about its own existence. The kind of star under which someone like you could fall asleep. As millions of years pass, the star brightens gradually. On Earth, if you waited long enough, you'd notice ecosystems changing, ice caps shrinking, deserts spreading, life adapting or fading. But you won't see this, nor will your children, nor their descendants. Human time is a candle flame in a cosmic night, brief, precious. And that brevity does not diminish meaning, it creates it. Stars burn because they must, humans live because they can, and both are transient in beautiful ways. You might feel a softness in your chest now, a release, a sigh you didn't know you were holding. Let it go. Nothing right now requires effort. Just like the star, you shine simply by existing. Not by proving, not by achieving, by being. Quietly, steadily, enough. Think for a moment about the particles in your body. The iron in your blood was forged in stars far older than the sun. The calcium in your bones, carbon in your cells, oxygen in your lungs, all born in nuclear furnaces. You are literally made of star fire. And you are returning slowly, gently to the universe. Not soon, not with fear, but eventually, as everything that burns returns to dust. There is comfort in knowing you are part of a cycle older than memory, not separate, not temporary, continuous. Even sleep mirrors this, awake and active by day, still and silent by night. A rhythm of light and dark, just like stars. If your eyes feel heavy, that's okay. Let them soften. Let your breath lengthen. You are allowed to drift. As the star continues its life, planets orbit faithfully. Moons pull on tides.
Asteroids pass like quiet travelers. Sometimes collisions scatter worlds into new shapes. Creation is messy, but mess births beauty. Our star persists for billions of years in this stage, a long golden era. It will outlive civilizations, mountains, oceans. It will outlive us. And yet, even stars cannot burn forever. The hydrogen will keep thinning, the core will tighten, the light will change. But that is another story, one for later tonight. For now, the star is young enough to shine with confidence, old enough to know itself. Maybe you are somewhere in that phase too. Not at the beginning, scrambling for form, not at the end, collapsing inward, but here, now, balanced in the middle, breathing, existing, enough. Feel your body supported beneath you. Feel gravity holding you like a gentle hand. You do not need to hold yourself up right now. Let the world cradle you. If thoughts come, let them pass like planets in orbit. No need to chase, no need to judge. Just observe, softly, like watching a sunrise across a silent alien ocean.
You are still here, which means your mind has settled even deeper than before. Thoughts float slower now, like feathers falling through still air. The world outside this moment has dimmed slightly, softened at the edges. Let that softness stay. You don't need sharpness right now. Not speed, not urgency. Only presence. Only breath. Because now we step into one of the most poetic chapters of a star's life. The moment youth fades into luminous old age. Just as humans gray with time, a star reddens, expands, becomes something larger, gentler, stranger. This is the red giant phase. Not a collapse, a blossoming. A long, slow inhale after billions of years of steady light. Imagine watching the star over unimaginable timescales. Hydrogen fuel in the core dwindles like the last embers of a once roaring fire. Gravity begins to press inward, patient, unhurried, inevitable. The core shrinks, pressure rises, heat intensifies to insane degrees. Hydrogen fusion doesn't stop, it moves outward, forming a shell around the contracting core, like a second heartbeat, a layer of life warming the fading heart of an old sun. And the star begins to grow, slow at first, then larger than words can hold. From Earth's distance, the sun would swell until its size engulfed Mercury, then Venus, and perhaps one day, Earth. But this is not an explosion. It is a sunrise that lasts millions of years. The outer layers expand like silk in water. Surface cools. Blue turns to yellow, yellow to gold, gold to deep, soft red, a color of embers in a hearth long after flames have died, a color of endings and of beauty. If you were floating nearby, you would see a giant, magnificent, swollen, glowing with gentle warmth instead of fierce brightness, a star in reflection, not in youth. Old, but not dying, not yet, just changing. We often think aging is decay, but in stars, aging is bloom. When hydrogen is gone, helium begins to fuse. Helium into carbon, carbon into oxygen. New elements, the seeds of worlds, forming like thoughts in the mind of a god. The universe is a patient alchemist. And while all this happens, the star's size may reach hundreds of times its original diameter. If the sun became a red giant today, it would stretch beyond Earth's orbit, a red sphere filling the sky with a warm ruby glow. Days would be bright like perpetual sunset. Oceans would boil,
atmosphere would burn away. Everything we know would dissolve into light. But don't worry, that future lies billions of years ahead. Time enough for countless civilizations, extinctions, rebirths. Time enough for galaxies to collide and reform. Time enough for new stars to be born from the ashes of old ones. You are living in the safe middle, far away from that distant red horizon.
Let's drift closer to this giant star in our imagination. Not so close that heat becomes danger, close enough to feel awe. Its surface is no longer smooth. It boils like slow lava, convective cells the size of continents rising and falling. Dark patches swirl like bruises. Flares leap outward like tendrils of flame stretching into space. And through it all, a deep red glow breathes like a slow pulse. If you listen with your mind instead of ears, you might hear a rhythm, like waves against a shore. This is cosmic aging, not decay, evolution. Just as elders carry stories etched into wrinkles, red giants carry history in their expanding shells. A lifetime of light, a memory of youth, the promise of becoming something new. Because even when old stars swell and shimmer, their story does not end. It transforms. Now imagine that orbiting this red giant are worlds changed beyond recognition. The innermost planets, once hot and rocky, are gone now, swallowed by flame, their atoms scattered into the star's atmosphere like memories dissolving into dream. Further out, frozen worlds thaw, moons shine with melted oceans beneath pink skies, icy deserts turn to glassy seas. In the twilight glow of a red giant sunset, you could float in warm alien water and look up into a sky filled almost entirely by the star's face, enormous, living, red like a heart suspended overhead. Night would barely exist here, darkness a memory, everything bathed in soft rose light. Would life exist in such a world? Maybe. Life is persistent, more persistent than we imagine. There could be organisms swimming in warm seas, never knowing night, never seeing stars, only the red sun above, like a god that never sleeps. A star's old age is still a cradle. But time continues, even for giants. As fuel dwindles further, fusion becomes unstable. The star pulses, expanding, contracting. Layers peel away like petals. In deep space, these shells form nebulae, delicate gaseous butterflies, emerald and violet and gold. We call them planetary nebulae, though planets are not involved. They are the last exhale of a dying star. If you could watch for thousands of years, you would see those layers drift outward, glowing faintly, shaped by magnetic winds, becoming art in the dark. The colors come from atoms excited by ultraviolet light. Oxygen glows green, nitrogen glows red, hydrogen glows pink. A star's death is not silent, it is beautiful. Even endings in the cosmos are creative acts. Inside the fading giant's core, something dense and hot remains, a sphere of carbon and oxygen packing mass into a space no larger than Earth. This remnant becomes a white dwarf, a tiny, blinding ember, the corpse of a star. Not cold, not lifeless, just quiet. It glows for billions more years, cooling slowly like a forgotten coal. Around it, the nebula spreads, a flower made of stardust. And eventually, the petals fade into space. Gas recycled, matter reused. From this dust, new stars will form, new planets, new chances for life. Nothing is wasted. Even death is a beginning. And perhaps now as you listen, you feel a reflection inside yourself, a softness towards endings, a gentleness towards time. You may be thinking about growth, about change, about the slow transitions in your own life, the chapters you've lived, the ones ahead, the people, Memories and versions of yourself that expanded and faded like red giants in your personal cosmos. Everything changes, everything transforms. And that is not something to fear. It's something to rest into, just as the star does, slowly, naturally, without force. Let your mind drift like gas expanding away from a dying star. Let thoughts loosen, uncoil, soften. You are safe in this moment. There is nothing you must hold tightly. Feel your jaw relax. Feel your shoulders sink. Your breath flowing slower now, like solar wind across empty space. You don't need to remember every fact, every image. Your subconscious will hold the ones that matter. The rest can drift like nebula dust. This is not a lesson. It is a feeling, a cosmic lullaby. Imagine now floating inside a nebula, the glowing remains of a red giant's final breath. Colors swirl around you like ink dropped in water. Green clouds, purple rivers of gas, threads of gold stardust shimmering softly. It's quiet here, completely still. No wind, no sound, only drifting light. Stars form slowly in cocoons of gravity, pulling gas inward grain by grain. A new sun will ignite someday, a new light born from past death. And you're watching the universe recycle itself, not with violence, with grace. One day, even our sun will create such a nebula, a final painting across the night sky. Humans of that distant era, if they still exist, might watch it unfold. They might feel awe, sadness, wonder. But for now, the sun burns steady, quiet, warm, stable. We are early in the story. You are early in yours. If your eyelids feel heavy now, let them fall. The story will continue whether your eyes are open or closed. Just listen. Imagine drifting further beyond the nebula into the deep calm of interstellar night. Stars twinkle faintly like distant campfires. Maybe you hear your breath merging with the rhythm of cosmic silence. A red giant fades behind you, not gone, just transformed. Ahead lies darkness, vast, infinite, comforting. Darkness is not empty here. It is space for dreams to form. And in this dream space, we could float forever. No weight, no urgency, just drifting like a memory through time. The universe does not hurry. You don't need to either. Somewhere far away, new stars are born. Others age. Others collapse into black holes so dense that even light cannot escape. Galaxies collide in slow motion. Worlds freeze or burn or thrive. Stardust gathers. Stardust disperses. Everything breathes. Even the cosmos has an inhale and exhale. And tonight, you are breathing with it. Slow, gentle, natural. When you're ready, not rushed, we will move onward. Next chapter, White Dwarfs, Endings, and What Remains, where we follow a star even after its flame fades, where endings become seeds. But for now, just rest in this moment. Let the red glow soften your thoughts. Let the nebula wrap you like a warm blanket. You are a traveler here, safe in the quiet.
You made it here, which means your mind is no longer holding tight to wakefulness. Thoughts come softer now, like footsteps on fresh snow. You don't need to think. You only need to drift, because this part of the story is quieter than everything before. We have watched a star grow old, swell red, glow like an ember stretched across the night. We saw it breathe out its last shimmering layers, painting the cosmos with luminous dust. That was a kind of farewell. Beautiful, gentle. But there's another stage, a final resting form. Small, bright, soft as the last spark of a long fire. The white dwarf. Picture it. After the nebula expands outward, drifting apart like smoke, the core remains, a pearl of dense matter, no longer burning hydrogen, no longer roaring with nuclear fire, yet still glowing, not hot with life, hot with memory. The star has become a quiet ember, the size of Earth, but with a mass comparable to the sun. Think about that scale. Imagine holding something the size of our planet in your hands, if it were possible, yet it weighs like a star. A teaspoon of white dwarf matter would outweigh mountains. Matter packed tighter than anything you can picture. Atoms pressed so close that electrons are stacked like books on a shelf with no space between. This is degeneracy pressure, a strange phrase for a strange state of matter. It is the force that stops the star from collapsing further. Gravity tries to crush it. Electrons refuse to move closer. So the corpse of the star endures, not alive, not dead, simply remaining. Like memory, like grief, like a story that has ended but is still felt. White dwarfs shine not because they are burning, but because they are cooling, slowly, over billions of years, the way metal glows after being pulled from a forge. A quiet light, a last warmth. Imagine drifting near one. It does not roar like a young star. It hums, barely, a faint silver glow suspended in a pool of black space. Around it, the nebula it once wore like a cloak is fading, colors thinning, dispersing into the interstellar medium. Eventually, only darkness remains. The dwarf is alone, but not tragic. There is peace in this stage, stillness, a star finally resting after a lifetime of burning. Some white dwarfs have planets still orbiting them, broken worlds, survivors of fire, ashes of a former system. In rare cases, astronomers have found rings of debris, shattered planets ground to dust by tidal forces, asteroids spiraling inward like forgotten memories falling back into the mind. Sometimes this dust rains onto the white dwarf's surface, leaving fingerprints of heavy elements: calcium, iron, magnesium, evidence of former worlds, worlds that maybe once had oceans, or mountains, or life. We will never know, but the trace remains, like fossils in cosmic stone. A quiet gravestone glowing in dark space.
Now breathe deeply, slow. Feel your chest rise like a nebula expanding. Feel it fall like gas cooling into silence. Your body is cooling too, settling into comfort like a star at the end of its burning. No rush, no tasks, nothing required, just being. Because white dwarfs teach something subtle. There is beauty in the slow fade, in dimming, not just shining, in rest, not only action. Humans are told to burn bright, work, achieve, shine. But stars prove that even the universe rests, even suns exhale, even light softens. You are allowed to soften, allowed to stop holding everything up. In the silence around a white dwarf, time stretches, longer than civilizations, longer than mountains, longer than the human idea of forever. Trillions of years may pass. The star cools to a blue-white glow, then dimmer, redder, infrared, then eventually black dwarf. A star that emits no light, only memory, only gravity. No black dwarfs exist yet. The universe is not old enough. We live far too early in cosmic time to witness one. It will take longer than the age of the universe itself for a white dwarf to cool into absolute darkness, which means somewhere in the future, far beyond the lifespan of galaxies, beyond the last human, beyond thought itself, the final stars will not shine. The universe will become a quiet sea, cold, still, waiting. But we are far from that night. Today, the universe is alive with light. Nebulae bloom, young suns ignite, galaxies collide in slow cosmic dances. We exist in the bright beginning, the warm dawn of time. You are living inside the young universe, in the era of light. Sometimes we forget how early we are, how lucky. If your eyes feel heavy, let them close. You can picture the story instead of reading it. A white dwarf glowing like a pearl, nebula wings fading behind it like feathers dissolving in wind, planets shattered into rings, dust glittering like frost, silence, deep velvet silence, the kind of silence that feels like being held. Let yourself sink into that feeling, not falling asleep yet, just settling deeper, like drifting through space without weight, like floating in warm water, like resting inside a thought with no edges. The universe is dark, but never empty. Even in emptiness, there is presence. Even in stillness, there is existence. You do not disappear when you rest. You become like a white dwarf, quiet, steady, enough. Soon we will continue with how binaries interact with white dwarfs, how some explode into supernovae, how others form neutron stars or black holes. We will move into the strange side of endings, violent transformations, rebirth through destruction, both terrifying and majestic, but not yet. Not until your breath has slowed, not until your shoulders soften, not until this quiet has settled in your bones. For now, just be with the dwarf star, the quiet ember, the final glow. You have traveled far from the beginning, from stellar birth in swirling nebulae, to fusion, to heat, to red expansion, to gentle collapse. That journey mirrors life, birth, youth, fire, slow fading. Not sad, simply natural. You may think of your own timelines, moments you burned bright, moments you dimmed, moments you rested so you could glow again. Everything has seasons, even stars.
You're still here. Or maybe only part of you is, the part that listens without effort, the part that drifts like dust through starlight. If you'd like, you can let your eyes rest and simply follow the voice of this story in your mind. Words can flow like a river, and you can float on top of them. Just breathe, slow and slower. Good. We left our star as a white dwarf, cooling in silence. But stars rarely live alone. Cosmos prefers company, even in endings. Sometimes a white dwarf exists in a binary system paired with another star. Two suns orbiting one another across deep time, like slow dancers circling a shared memory. In such systems, something strange can happen. The companion star, maybe a red giant, may spill its matter outward, and the white dwarf, small but infinitely dense, begins to drink it in. Hydrogen, helium, layer by layer. The dwarf grows heavier, heavier still.
And if it reaches a very specific limit, about 1.4 times the mass of the Sun, a threshold called the Chandrasekhar limit, it can no longer hold itself together. Then everything changes, not gradually, not softly, but in a single brilliant moment. A thermonuclear runaway, a supernova, type 1a. This explosion is so bright it can outshine an entire galaxy for weeks, a dead star suddenly brighter than it ever was alive. Imagine that, a life that ends in a flash of creation, throwing heavy elements into space like confetti of iron and gold. White dwarfs, in dying, seed the galaxy with the materials for future worlds. The iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the gold in rings and circuitry may have been forged in such a death. You are not wearing jewelry. You are wearing supernova ashes. This is the strange poetry of the universe. Endings feed beginnings. Silence gives way to sound. Stillness births motion. We think of death as final. Stars prove it is transformation. But not all white dwarfs explode. Most fade instead, slowly cooling across billions of years. Astronomers have found dying dwarfs crystallizing from the inside out, turning into cosmic diamonds, massive crystals suspended in night. The largest diamond in the universe? Likely a white dwarf core named BPM 37093, a diamond bigger than Earth, floating alone in space. No one will ever hold it, no one will ever see it with naked eyes. Yet it shines, not to be admired, but simply because it exists. There's a metaphor there. You don't have to perform to have worth. You don't need to burn to be beautiful. Sometimes simply being, quietly, softly, is enough. Even for stars.
Take another breath. Feel it sink lower this time. Your chest rises like a gentle sunrise, falls like a planet dwindling into shadow. The body knows how to rest. You only need to allow it. Let's drift further. Not to explosions now, but to the silent physics within a white dwarf. Inside one, matter is no longer like matter. Atoms are squeezed until electrons form a sea of quantum pressure. Nuclei float within the electron ocean, a strange metallic plasma. Temperature is extreme, at first 10,000 degrees, then less still. But heat escapes slowly, like embarrassment leaving the face after a long moment, like grief softening with time. Eventually, the star cools for so long that it becomes invisible to human eyes. It will no longer shine, no longer warm, a black dwarf. Not dark like death, dark like deep sleep. It will exist, cold and quiet, for longer than stars have existed so far. Trillions of years, quieter than memory. We cannot see black dwarfs because the universe is too young. We live in a cosmic morning. Stars are still being born. Galaxies are still colliding. There is light everywhere. We are early. It feels important to remember that. Human problems, deadlines, bills, mistakes are small on this scale. Not insignificant to us, but softened when compared with eternity. Now, imagine traveling across space toward a white dwarf. Space is silent, not empty, just quiet. Nebula dust glows faint violet around you. Ionized gases ripple like silk curtains. A white dwarf sits ahead, glowing faint blue-white, no larger than Earth, yet impossibly heavy. You move closer, drifting, weightless. You can see faint rings of shattered planets around it, glittering like powdered glass. No atmosphere, no sound,
only the slow hum of relic radiation. It isn't a sad place. It's peaceful, like the last light in a house where everyone is asleep. The star doesn't ask anything of you, doesn't require you to think, to try, to solve. It simply exists and invites you to do the same. Wait here a moment in this soft light. Let your breathing slow even more. Count nothing, force nothing. Just watch the star cool. It does not hurry. Neither should you. Your body unwinds like a clock being gently paused. Muscles soften as if someone has turned gravity down. Thoughts slip through you like comets, arriving with a tale of meaning, departing with no trace. If a thought wants to stay, let it. If it wants to go, let it. White dwarfs don't hold, they release. Now, another story. Sometimes two white dwarfs orbit one another, slowly spiraling closer, losing energy through gravitational waves, space itself rippling like water. Millions of years pass. Then quietly, inevitably, they merge. If their combined mass is high enough, a supernova erupts. If not, something even stranger can form. A star is reborn. A second chance made from two endings, a new star igniting out of corpses, brighter than the originals, younger in heat, ancient in memory. This is not mythology, this is astrophysics. From endings, beginnings. From quiet, fire. From white, cold cores, a sun reborn. You do not need to know the equations to feel the truth of it. Rest is not nothing. Rest is preparation. Rest is transformation under the surface, like sleep. Tonight, you aren't failing by slowing down. You are becoming. We have traveled far in this chapter, through remnants of suns, through explosions, through stillness, through crystalline hearts of cooling stars, and we are only halfway. Soon we will drift into neutron stars, stranger, denser, a teaspoon weighing billions of tons, magnetars, pulsars that beat like cosmic hearts, and black holes where time bends like soft clay. But not yet. First, you breathe, slow, soft, and allow your body to settle deeper. You are safe. You are floating. You are allowed to let go. Tonight, you rest like a star at the end of fire, dim, calm, whole. The universe rushes nowhere. Why should you?
If your eyes are open, you may let them soften. If they're closed, let them stay closed comfortably. You are drifting deeper into this quiet universe where stars are born, burn, collapse, and transform into things stranger than imagination. We left the white dwarf behind, a dim ember cooling in the dark. But sometimes gravity pushes further, stronger, relentless. When a star much larger than our sun dies, even electron pressure cannot save it. White dwarf is not its final form. Gravity squeezes harder, electrons are forced into protons, and suddenly everything changes. What remains is something denser than your mind can comfortably hold, a neutron star. Imagine the mass of a sun compressed into a sphere barely 20 kilometers across, a city-sized star, so dense that a teaspoon of its material would weigh around 1 billion tons. Pause on that, not to calculate, just to feel the scale. A teaspoon, 1 billion tons. This is not metaphor, this is reality. You are listening to the universe's quiet extremes. Neutron stars do not shine like normal stars. They glow faintly, like lamps behind thick fog. Their surfaces are crusts of atomic nuclei,
beneath which lies superfluid neutron matter, a quantum ocean where friction almost doesn't exist. Some neutron stars spin fast, not like a spinning coin, not like a wheel, but like time itself has been wound tight and let go. Pulsars. They rotate dozens, sometimes hundreds of times per second. Each spin sends beams of radiation sweeping through space like a lighthouse on a black sea. When Earth lies in the path of this beam, we hear a pulse, 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 a stellar heartbeat. The most rapid pulsars spin so quickly that if you placed a house on their equator, the ground beneath it would move faster than sound. Yet even this is calming because the rhythm is steady. Pulse, 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 like the slow thump of a tired heart as you drift towards sleep.
Let yourself drift with it. Breathe in as the pulse sweeps across Earth. Breathe out as it rotates away again. You do not need to think. You do not need to remember. Just follow the rhythm. Pulse in, pulse out. The universe beats too. Some neutron stars are even more extreme. Their magnetic fields twist space like ribbons. One type stands apart: rare, violent, beautiful, magnetars. Their magnetic fields are 1 trillion times stronger than Earth's. So strong they could erase data from a hard drive from halfway across the moon. Yet from a distance, they are silent, still, just small, dense ghosts of massive suns. Occasionally, magnetars release flares, bursts of X-rays and gamma rays that outshine everything around them. But most of the time, they wait, quiet, dormant, like a breath held for a very long time. Waiting is part of the universe. Resting is part of power. You don't have to burn constantly to matter. Some things are strongest when still. Imagine you are floating near a magnetar. Not dangerously close. This is imagination, not physics. The star is small, but space bends subtly around it, as if gravity itself hums. You see no flames, no roaring surface, just a dark sphere with faint stripes of light where magnetic lines twist like silk threads. It feels like standing near a sleeping animal, immense strength beneath calm skin. You watch as particles spiral down magnetic lines, falling like snow into invisible poles. The star glows softly at the edges. Time stretches. There is no urgency here, no schedules, no noise. Just the slow exhale of a universe long past chaos. You can let this stillness mirror inside you. Even your thoughts may slow, like leaves settling at the bottom of a pond. If a worry rises, imagine it drifting away into the magnetar's field, pulled gently outward, spiraling until it's too small to notice. You are allowed to release. Let's move further to collisions beyond comprehension. Sometimes neutron stars orbit one another in a deadly dance. Over millions of years, they spiral inward like lovers drawn by an inevitable end. Closer, closer still, until one day they merge.
The collision is catastrophic, a burst of gravitational waves rippling through space-time, waves that our detectors on Earth can hear, a whisper from halfway across the universe. From this collision, gold is born, platinum, heavy elements. Your jewelry may have come from such a moment, two dead stars tearing themselves apart to create beauty. Destruction birthing creation again. The cosmos repeats this lesson gently, patiently. Endings feed beginnings. Collapse becomes cradle. Silence becomes spark. Just as sleep feeds wakefulness and rest restores strength, you are not stopping today. You are preparing. Even stars rest. Feel your body again. Heavy, warm, supported. The bed below you is like gravity, holding you without asking for anything back. Your breath moves like tides, in slow, out slower. You're drifting deeper into the quiet now. Words may blur, images soften, but comfort stays. Let it. You've traveled through neutron storms, pulsar beams, and magnetic oceans of impossible strength. Now we float onward into one final transformation, one more step in stellar death. Black holes. Not frightening, not violent, just quiet gravity at its most inevitable. We will meet them in the final movement of this chapter, in part 4, where gravity becomes shadow and space folds like fabric. But not yet. Not until your breath has fully settled. For now, you rest like a neutron star, small in size, immeasurable in density, holding entire histories silently inside. You are enough, as you are, here.
If your breathing has slowed, keep it slow. If your body has grown heavy, let it sink deeper. This is not a place for effort. It's a place for drifting, for falling gently like stardust settling on the quiet surface of space. We have followed dying stars, white dwarfs cooling in silence, neutron stars pulsing like cosmic heartbeats, magnetars sleeping with unimaginable power. Now we enter the final room in the house of stellar evolution. Not destruction, not violence. Gravity perfected, a black hole. It begins with collapse, a star so massive that even neutron pressure fails. Gravity pulls everything inward, crushing atoms, then nuclei, then whatever lies inside. Matter falls, faster, tighter, until space folds upon itself. There is no surface here, only a boundary, the event horizon. The last border, the point where escape ends, where even light no longer wins. But black holes are not hungry monsters, despite how stories portray them. In the cosmic scale, they simply exist, pulling softly on space, shaping orbits like potters shaping clay. Quiet, patient, steady. A black hole does not chase, it waits, and objects fall toward it on their own, like thoughts drifting to stillness when you stop trying to hold them. Sometimes you don't need to push back, you just let go. Imagine floating near an event horizon, not in fear, this is imagination, where you are weightless, safe, untouchable. The black hole is dark, blacker than night, blacker than ink, not empty,
but full of gravity so dense that time itself bends like warm metal. Near the horizon, seconds stretch, minutes slow. A falling star takes a lifetime to fade across the edge. From far away, it seems frozen, suspended on the boundary forever. But from the star's perspective, it falls through in an instant. Two realities, both true. Time is not universal. It bends with gravity. Just like stress bends our inner clocks. Happiness speeds them, sadness stretches them. Time is flexible inside us and in space. Holding that thought gently can loosen the knots in your mind. Whatever feels heavy right now is not permanent. It moves, it shifts. It can slow or quicken or fade like light behind a horizon. You are allowed to change pace. Inside a black hole, we do not fully know what happens. Not even scientists, not even equations. Space collapses inward, matter compresses beyond definition, laws blur. Some think everything falls to a point, a singularity. Others imagine space tunnels, wormholes, gateways. But certainty is not required. Sometimes mystery is more comforting than answers. You don't have to understand everything to rest. You don't have to solve yourself to sleep. You can just exist, like a star resting in gravity's palm. Far from the darkness, a faint glow surrounds the whole. Hawking radiation, particles slipping away slowly as if the black hole exhales across eternity. Even the strongest forces release, even the deepest gravity lets go. Nothing holds forever, not stars, not galaxies, not worries. And that truth is softening, because letting go is part of existence. Beyond the event horizon, beyond what we can see, space is silent. No sound, no wind, no ticking clocks. Just the slow swirl of stars around a dark center, like thoughts orbiting sleep. You may feel your mind drift the same way, spiraling slower, circling softer, sinking inward. If a thought appears, don't chase it. Let it continue on the orbit. Eventually, it will fall behind the horizon and fade. You are not losing control. You are releasing control. Black holes do not pull. They simply allow things to fall. You can allow sleep to fall into you. Not forced, not chased, just invited. A quiet collapse into rest. Picture the Milky Way, our galaxy, rotating like a slow, luminous wheel 200 billion stars wide. At its core, a supermassive black hole, Sagittarius A star. It does not devour the galaxy, it anchors it. Stars swirl around it like fireflies around a lantern, their motion a dance older than humanity. The center does nothing except be, and yet it holds everything together. There is a lesson there. Stability is not always effort. Sometimes presence is enough. You, here, breathing, are enough. The universe is not asking you to shine tonight. It is offering darkness, a place to rest. Let your shoulders loosen, your jaw soften, your breath deepen. You have traveled through stellar birth, stellar death, and the gravity between. Now you are floating far above it all, held by silence. The space behind your thoughts is opening, spacious, dark, comforting, like the cosmos. If you are still awake, you may not be for long. Sentences may slip, meanings blur, words dissolve like starlight in mist. That is welcome. There is nothing left to learn tonight, only to feel. Feel the slow turning of galaxies, the gentle collapse of stars, the softness of gravity guiding everything home. Sleep is not absence, it is orbit. You are approaching its horizon, the place where wakefulness fades and dreams begin. A boundary like an event horizon, but gentle. Cross when you are ready, no rush. Time is slow here. You may fall like stardust settling on moonlight. You may drift like matter sinking through gravity. You may rest like a star whose burning is ended. Not gone, just transformed. Into quiet, into peace, into sleep. Whenever your mind wants to return, whisper inwardly, let go. Fall softly. The universe will hold you. You are made of carbon from ancient stars, iron forged in supernovae, atoms older than Earth itself. You are cosmic dust, temporarily in the shape of a person breathing in the dark. That is beautiful. Let that thought cradle you, light as nebula, deep as gravity. Tonight, the universe is not vast. It is intimate. It is as small as your breath. In and out. Stars collapse, galaxies rotate, and somewhere between them, you sleep.
If your eyes are still open, let them soften. If they're already closed, keep them closed. There's nothing else you need to look at now. Everything that matters is inward. We have wandered through stars, crossed nebula fields like oceans, watched suns collapse silently into gravity, and listened to the slow heartbeat of galaxies. The universe is no longer far away. It's around you, inside you, within every breath. Tonight, you are not a viewer of space. You are a participant in it, a quiet, orbiting thought in a cosmos older than memory. And now we drift even farther, beyond bright clusters and beyond the glowing arms of the Milky Way, where stars thin out and the dark grows soft like velvet. This is not emptiness. It is rest, a cosmic exhale, the kind the universe takes between star formations, the kind your mind takes just before sleep. Let thought loosen, let effort fade. We're walking into the final dark room of this journey. Not a scary dark, but a warm one, like sleeping under a blanket while rain whispers against the window. Far from the galaxy's heart, space becomes gentle. Particles slow, light travels undisturbed for millions of years. Time stretches until it almost does not exist. Imagine floating here. No sound, no weight, not even direction. Just an endless night full of potential, like the moment before a dream begins. You might feel a subtle calm settling in your body, a heaviness in your arms, a warmth beneath your ribs, a softness behind your eyes. That's the universe lowering its voice for you. It's saying, you've traveled far enough. You can rest now. Again, think of where you began, a tiny spark of consciousness in a vast cosmic ocean. Now you are adrift under nebula wings, closer to the womb of creation than to anything earthly. The chaos of daytime has faded. The clocks, the deadlines, the decisions, they're galaxies away now, small, distant, forgotten for the night. And in their place, a slow rhythm rises,
breath in, breath out, like waves against a shore of stars. Each breath a tide, each exhale a release. If a thought tries to return from your world, watch it float by like a satellite losing orbit. It drifts, it fades, it becomes small, and disappears into the cosmic quiet. You don't need to hold anything. Let gravity do the holding. Stars live for billions of years, yet even they dim eventually. They don't fight the darkness, they surrender into it gracefully, and in doing so become something new. A white dwarf, a neutron star, a black hole, a nebula. Nothing truly ends, it transforms. Much like your day, much like your thoughts, much like the person you were this morning. Sleep is transformation, not disappearance. You're not losing consciousness, you're shifting into another state of awareness where the mind mends itself quietly. Dreams are the universe within you, remodeling, reorganizing, opening drawers, closing others, dusting shelves of memory, and watering seeds of creativity. You don't have to control it. You just trust gravity and fall softly inward. Far beyond, at the edge where the galaxy dissolves into intergalactic night, there is a thin wind of atoms, the ghosts of dead stars, still traveling, still wandering. Perhaps some of those atoms will one day join a new nebula, form new suns, new worlds, new oceans full of life. Everything recycles, everything returns, everything rests before it rises again. Tonight is your rest, tomorrow is your rise. But now there is no tomorrow, only this moment, this breath, this slow fading wakefulness. The universe will handle the rest. Imagine now a single star in the darkness, faint, gentle, steady. It pulses like a heartbeat, slow, slow, slower. With each pulse, your mind drifts deeper away from waking thought toward dreamlike quiet. You hover beside that star in a silence so deep you can almost hear time itself. No sound, no weight, not even direction. Just an endless night full of potential, like the moment before a dream begins. The star flickers, not in distress, but like a candle in a calm room, ready to dim for the night. As it fades, you fade with it, your body sinking deeper, your breath barely noticeable, your thoughts dissolving into dark water. What remains is feeling, not thinking, just floating. You are not required to hold yourself awake anymore. The galaxy will hold you. Let yourself fall like stardust into a pillow of gravity. Let every muscle release as though the universe itself is gently untying you. Your hands loosen, your shoulders melt, your mind follows, soft, unhurried, like snow settling silently on moonlit ground. And now the star goes dim, not gone, just sleeping. A faint glow remains, the last ember of waking thought in your mind. Watch it shrink, watch it cool, watch it become a warm point of peace in an endless night full of safety. You are floating, weightless, timeless, Nothing to solve, nothing to fix, nothing to remember. Only rest. And if sleep takes you fully before we finish, that's perfect. You were meant to drift away. But if you're still here, hovering softly, I'll guide you the rest of the way. Feel the darkness deepen, not scary, but comforting, like being underwater where sound cannot reach you. Feel the universe exhale around you. You are one breath away from dreams. In this place, every worry is antique, every fear is dust, every thought is just a leaf falling slowly through space. Your consciousness is a quiet lake, no ripples, no wind, only still water reflecting stars. You've reached the last room, the quiet beyond meaning, the cradle beyond memory. You have nothing left to do tonight, no universe to explore, no lesson to learn, only sleep. Let yourself sink beneath thought. Let gravity hold you. Let darkness wrap you in soft arms. The final star goes out. The journey pauses, not ends, pauses, like a book closing gently to be continued tomorrow. You are safe. You are small in the most beautiful way. You are part of everything, and everything is resting. Close the last door of your mind as if turning off the lights in a quiet home. Good night, traveler of galaxies. Good night, small fragment of stardust. Good night, breathing universe. May your dreams be nebula soft. May your sleep be black hole deep. May morning find you reborn like a sunrise from cosmic night. Now you may sleep. The universe will keep spinning.